Right, little update from Posa. I thought I'd do. It's been a couple of days now. Obviously, we've been sailing Posa quite a bit recently, and it was starting to get a little bit like Groundhog Day. Finn and I, we actually got a really nice session at Mosca Point, just up the road. When I mean up the road, it's literally like, what, 5 minutes from Posa? And yeah, it's a spot I really enjoy sailing it. It's a bit of a point break. It kind of starts a little bit more onshore, and then as you come into the inside bit, it gets more and more offshore, and you get some nice walls sometimes with a good tide. And I've kind of just been wanting to sail it ever since I've got here, so been checking it quite a bit. No, I wouldn't say daily, but whenever there's a bit of swell, we've been going over and having a look. And actually, the other day we wanted to go sail Vargas, and last minute I was like, right, let's have another quick peek. And we saw a few of the reggaeton crew, Miguel, Liam and Lesio are out, and it looked like there was some good size. So we yeah, Finn and I just headed straight out and had a pretty good session. We filmed a little bit, a couple clips, and then had a sail to ourselves. I'd say really fun spot, but the launching is pretty sketch, and we both ended up with a few cuts on our feet, so wouldn't recommend doing that. Probably easier to sail up, but yeah, pretty stoked that we got to score a little bit of a Mosca session. Actually, I thought I'd show you basically a little bit about my fins, because it might interest you guys at home. But yeah, basically in pose I've been using this board on the lighter days. It's a Grip 3D Lab, but it's just a smaller version. I was initially using 17 in the back Scorcher, and I was using these AIs in 9s. They're a little bit more stiffer, so they felt like they were going a bit quicker in poser and stuff. But for that Mosca session, I actually put in these EZI 10s, which are like a little bit more flexy, and basically I felt like that gave me way more hold in the wave. Yeah, like these can give you a little bit more of a powerful with a bit of a thin sort of waft at the end, while the EZI type fins I feel like are working for me better in places like Mosca Point, where it's more down the line and you just want to hold those turns all the way through and have a lot of grip. So yeah, that's kind of what I was using. I was actually also having I actually put a little bit more downhaul on my 3.7 that I used that day. I felt that was lifting the nose off of the board a little bit and giving it more of a nervous but a bit more kind of pivot, which is what you need at kind of Mosca, where you want the turns to be quite sharp in and out rather than drawn out, because the wave is kind of going fat quite quickly, so you want to stay in the pocket, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of how I adjusted my equipment a little bit, and I felt like it worked all right. Yeah, talking about equipment, I have actually recorded a whole video of what I'm using this year and everything. I just haven't got around to editing it, so I will be putting it out soon, hopefully, talking a little bit about what I'm using and why. For those guys who have wondered, I still haven't tried any doubles. We've had this like really annoying kind of north wind, which has been really gusty, which is not really ideal to kind of kick things off, but it's not something I want to like aiming to do for the contest anyway. You're not going to learn to do a perfect double in 3 days, so it's something that I'll work on after the contest anyway and keep you updated. Last thing, thank you for all the comments and support. It's really helpful, keeps the motivation up to make these videos, so thanks for that. And if you have really enjoyed them, I've got me a buy me a coffee page, where you can chuck in however much you want. Every little helps, just to keep these trips and videos going. So thank you to everyone who's already supported, and hope to see you guys on the water.